the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is Sim 500, this is where you stand. Sim 500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. Sim 500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core. Short track raging super speedway calm, turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity riding that knife, loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feather in the throttle on the razor's edge, praying that Neko don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down, taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes, old school legends whispering your name. Sim 500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. Sim 500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Transervice turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. Sim 500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Transervice GN, long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall, Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. Sim 500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. Sim 500, this is our life. Sim 500 nights, Sim 500 fights, wheel to wheel and side by side. This is where the legends ride. Sim 500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to Sim 500. Lights up, rigs on, tempers running high. This ain't just a lobby, this is Sim 500. From the papyrus days to the laser line, old school soul in a new age grind. Premier series where the best come bleed, pixel scars from the dirty clean speed. Monday lights, next gen roar, club cars pounding on a digital shore. Every restart, heart rate red line, chasing one more win in the Monday night shine. Rubber on the rails, sparks in the sky. runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall, Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the Premier. Sim 500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. Sim 500, this is our life. Sim 500 nights, Sim 500 fights, wheel to wheel and side by side. This is where the legends ride. Sim 500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to Sim 500!
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and welcome in race fans as drivers get out there and they qualify, knock it down here week 7. I know on Facebook it says on the title of the description, I have to change it after the fact, it says week 6. I was able to change it on Twitch and YouTube, and just want to make sure everybody knows I know. I know. But it is Wednesday night. Which means Sim500 Transervice Logistics Grand National Series is clocked in and ready to work. Tonight, the haulers roll into the Lone Star State, and we're live from Legacy, Texas Motor Speedway for race number 7 of the season. 120 laps around this worn-out mile-and-a-half racing surface where the top lane is sketchy, the bottom lane is sketchy, and your right front tire is screaming for mercy from about lap 8 on. That's pretty much what we're going to be looking at tonight. Track state will be at 20%, so there will be a little bit extra, and they've been out there running a lot of practice laps tonight. So drivers with 100% fuel tonight, they're going to be able to manage. We'll see how the fuel strategy will circumvent it. We'll see if the virtual Goodyears are going to be able to hold on, because that's the true testament here. What can they do? If you got the older surface, plenty of character and just enough bumps to shake the fillings out of your virtual helmet. The line migrates all over the place, bottom in 1 and 2, up a lane in 3 and 4. And the longer the run goes, the more this place turns into basically a place of survival, especially when it comes to track differences and track temperature differences. Speaking of which, here's what it looks like tonight as the Transervice Logistics Grand National Series runs the O'Reilly Auto Parts cars here tonight. In the NASCAR side of things for Sim 500, it is 120 laps. They have 3 sets of tires to change into. 4 sets of tires total. It means the size that they start with, and they have 3 on the wall. It's gonna be crazy to see. No fast repair, 100% fuel, 112 degrees on the track temperature. So it's a spicy racing surface. It's not as hot as what we've seen in some instances, but it's hot enough to make you slide all the way around. It is kind of where it is. Partly cloudy sky, 78 miles an hour. I'm sorry, 2 mile an hour wind with a 78 degree air temperature, 45% humidity out there for the racing service. And these drivers are insane. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, Budgie. Much love to you. Hope you're doing. Tried metal yellow paint one more time for an Ira. If you get bent early, throw the whole car away. I understand. Rick Van Racing out there. He's gonna be our driver cam tonight. Thank you for running it, Rich. Thank you for running those driver cams every week. I appreciate it. It adds a dynamic to the racing that I absolutely love. And I did a podcast just the other day talking about it. It was released, I think it was this morning or yesterday. So we just absolutely love it. So I appreciate you. If we get a green flag stretch, you're probably looking at a two-stop race, depending on how hard the drivers run. There's a possibility drivers can go 60 laps. We did see that at the last mile and a half we were at. So it's not impossible, but drivers may have to stretch the fuel on this one. And we'll see how that'll work out for them. If you burn a set early on a short run, you might be a highlight reel for somebody else's race win here tonight. It's gonna be crazy. We'll talk about points and everything going on and what happened last week. But let's make sure that we give everybody the great love that they deserve. And of course, and always, want to make sure that you get up there and you hit that like, that follow, that subscribe button. Make sure you take care of things because that is what we do. We want to make sure that iRacing continues to grow and continues to be out there. And Sim500.com if you want to be a part of this series, especially the Wednesday night series. Let's see. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? I don't think I missed anything other than we'll talk about Transervice logistics here in just a little bit. Let's go over your starting grid. That's going to be what we're at. Tommy Ryan's going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Logan Kogar is going to be your outside pole sitter. Justin Fuller, Bentley Glazer, row number 2. Brian Macklin and Mike Kelly in row number 3. David Schildhouse is going to be out there with Tyler Dalton, row number 4. Rick Man Racing is going to be out there with Wesley Donaldson of the WBD Diecast Racing Machine, row number 5. Troy Height, Scott Simley in row 6. Row 7 is going to be Scott Formosa and Bobby Wetzel. Then we'll have E.J. O'Rourke, Charles Boyd's out there. Row 8. Row 9, Anthony Calatoni, Mark Jorgensen Jr., Robert Fryery III. Nick Silver's going to be out there. Row 10. Robert Barber's going to be out there with that old 16. West has got the 22nd spot locked in. Row 11. Jeff Ryan, Nelson Rivera, and row 12. Row 13 will be Brian Wortman, Joey Tatita. Then we'll have Kevin Stone and Chad Coleman, Brent Scott, Joe Hudson, row 15. Brian Padell, Ray Rogers, row 16. Doug Rothrock, Hollyfield, row 17. Doug Sigmund, Mark Schrader, all the way through row 18. And Gerald Livingston's going to be the 37th driver here tonight as Tommy Ryan looks to shake and bake here at the Texas Motor Speedway. 120 laps for all these beautiful people. And we absolutely appreciate them. We appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you very much for all the support. We're going to live stream tomorrow night. That live stream is going to be all about, all the cool things, the gaming stuff that I do. Tonight's action brought to you by Transervice Logistics, proud sponsor of the Sim500 Transervice Logistics Grand National Series. For over 5 decades, Transervice has been keeping a freight moving across North America, partnering with some of the most respected companies on the continent. They handle dedicated contract carriage, full-service leasing, fleet maintenance, and freight management solutions tailored to each operation. Headquartered in Lake Success, New York, they oversee nearly 25,000 pieces of equipment across more than 160 facilities, backed by a team of thousands of drivers and technicians whose whole job it is to keep downtime low and deliveries on schedule. So if your operation needs a smarter, more flexible way to keep the trucks rolling and the customers happy, check out Transervice.com and see how they can build a solution for you and your business. And huge thank you to Transervice supporting Sim500, this Grand National Series, and helping us bring you Wednesday night racing live from virtual Legacy, Texas on iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Let's go, boys and girls. We're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do the thing. We're going to go green flag racing here for 120 laps. Let's go for the bunch of bird out there. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Rick Man Racing me. Call him. Let's go, sir. I like it. Thank you for the share out there earlier as well. Tagging me on the Facebook saying, hey, this is what we're doing. Good looking race cars, good looking racing machines. I like the legacy tracks. on iRacing because they just, for whatever reason, they just look better. And they don't have all the optimizations that we saw before. So absolutely magnificent looking race cars. And the racing surface just shows up. It really does. Tommy Ryan, Roland, Kogar, fastest lap of the race so far, 30-50. We'll see who's going to be saving early. Justin Fuller in the 5-1. Had a great race last week. He got the win last week, and it was fantastic to watch what he's able to do on the long run, on the basically on the way that you would expect somebody who loves a flat track. So crazy to see. Let's talk about points. David Schildhouse, current points leader in the series right now, has 270 points, 6 for 6 on the stats. 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 5 top 10s. He's basically been the poster child for measured aggression so far in the 2026 season. Scott Simley is your quiet assassin, P2, 34 points back on 236 points. Still looking at that first win, but with the amount of top 5s he's had in these 6 starts, he has been living in the first few pages of the results every single week. Third and fourth, well, that's a dead heat. Mark Jorgensen Jr., Wesley Donaldson, both sitting with 220 points back, 50 back for the lead. Jorgensen's got to win and a couple of top 5s on the board. Donaldson is the grinder. He has 4 top 5s and 4 top 10s. He's due for a night where everything just kind of lines up. And currently, who was your race leader? Tommy Ryan, your pole sitter tonight. He rounds out the top 5 in points, 209 points, bringing the pole winning speed and the sneaky racecraft to the track where he tire whispers, where the tire whisperer kind of cashes in. He's the Sim500 tire whisperer here tonight. We like seeing it. Just behind him, Mike Kelly, Chad Comer, Wes Pistoli's going to be out there. Bentley Glazer, Nelson Rivera will be your top 10 in points. But don't forget about Justin Fuller. Sitting just outside the top 10, 188 points, 3 wins already this season. If he strings together the races that he needs, he's going to be fighting for a championship this season. A good car for him and a good line that he is always looking to try to master and manage. A heck of a driver, and he is always there to push the boundaries. Mark Jorgensen Jr. on the bottom side. Going to track down Wesley Donaldson. Formosa's going to be back here as well. Formosa in 81. He's got a good bead, but does have Scott Simley off a spot behind him. Everybody moving. How is the audio? Is the audio too loud? Is it too soft? Am I too loud? Is everybody good? Everybody good? Got a new look coming to the streams as I work on them and kind of some downtime in the off time that I have here. So you're gonna start seeing a few new things each week. We're gonna try to make sure that we do as much as we can to help the streams continue to grow. But also, I've tried to work on that eSports look. Mike Kelly, he himself is due for a win. We've been seeing him put the hashtag time in, and right now he in the 20, working hard for their money. Tommy Ryan settled in right here. Schildhouse up 4. Glazer off 3 for the start of the race, but don't count him out. Slavely up 2. Keeping himself nice and calm. Little belly yellow on board. I love seeing it. Brian Macklin off 3 from the start of the race so far. Hold that second lane. Tyler Dalton's been good everywhere in the past couple of weeks, so we've been able to watch him grind his way forward. A lot of single file racing right now. A lot of drivers just managing, trying to pick a few spots here and there. 83 to Robert Barber. Barber has that outside lane figured out right now to the outside of EJ O'Rourke. 8 spots gained. Looking to go in, Flow Racing on board that 83. Some of the best dirt track racing you're going to see is on Flow Racing. Of course, Flow Racing, home of a High Limit Series. Got a lot of love there. Bobby Wetzel off 4 from the start of the race to 9. Sitting at 18th right now. So Christian looking good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm also making sure, because I have the microphone shoved up my face right now, so that way I can talk to you folks without having to yell. Can't move my upper lip yet. I still can't move my upper lip. I don't get it. I thought by now I'd be able to, like it's all lower jaw work that I'm having to deal with. As he rolls on board, that 16 up a spot, looking to press into the curve. Just ahead, Anthony Calantoni. We're talking Giants on board. 33, Brent Scott on the outside. The run doesn't be present. Robert Priory, the third, back in that second spot. George Tito up 3 already. That's Christian. Much love, Christian. How you doing, brother? Good to see you out there. Made the announcement today, and if you want to be a part of it, you got to jump in our Discord. Signature Esports is going to be holding the SC 1100, raising money for the DAV. I encourage you to check out DAV.org and give them some love. Again, our disabled veterans do deserve some support, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to be running on March 28th of this year. We're going to be running the Indy 500 and the Charlotte 600, known as the Coke 600 in NASCAR, but I have to call it Charlotte 600 because I don't have Coke as a sponsor. So anyway, the Indy, we're going to be running 1,100 miles of racing, and if you're going to be a part of it, it's $10 to enter. Both races will have payouts, and that's based on a 40-car field. Top 5 will be paid out. It is $10 per race, so $20 total if you want to run the entirety of it. Check out our Facebook page, and that'll give you all the information there. Find us on social media and be able to do that. So if you could do that, you can join into that race. It'll be a lot of fun. Battle for the lead about to be massive here. 17 of 125 on the outside. Going to have that corner out. Logan Kogar. Woo, a little wiggle out of the car. Kelly going to the lead right here. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a long day, but it'll be fun. It'll be something I love to be a part of, and like to entertain that kind of racing. A Discord link should be updated on Facebook, so everybody should be good there. Also, it's always one that's going to be a chat. I think it's even on our YouTube channel. If you look at the About Me section, there should be the Discord link there as well, and on Twitch. You can jump into that, be a part of it, and do the thing. I want folks to be a part of it because it's a massive, massive understatement. Kogar going backwards here. He got swallowed up by a few drivers. Schildhouse on the back bumper of Tommy Ryan. Justin Fuller searching on the inside of the 20. Tommy Ryan trying to close back in, saving a little bit of tire, trying to keep that long run race pace. The drivers picking up the speed a little bit here. Jorgensen Jr. 3180. His last time by. So he tried to make a couple of passes there. Swavely up the spot still. Tyler Dalton off one. All of these drivers managing. Here comes Brian Macklin on the outside of Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton back on the inside. Third lane for those drivers as the Toyotas move their way up. There's a Ford out front. There's Tommy Ryan in second. Justin Fuller searching down on the bottom. Schildhouse in the Chevrolet will be there on the outside of the 99. Corner exit, it'll go right there. 5-1 looking. Tommy looks like he is just trying to save a little bit here. Fuller searching for the outside. Going to put himself all the way up onto the wall. Side draft, and we'll be there. We'll clear the 99. And now the racing starting to pick up. Drivers who are saving, they might be saving for that green flag pit stop that is going to be happening here. Lap 60. 21 laps complete. We got 100 laps to go. As it would be. All like great things Kelly, 3/10 of a second. Fuller clears the 20. Schildhouse, whoa, back over the inside. Justin Fuller in the 20 crossover. This is a good thing for Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly can change up his race line here a little bit. Fuller's going to have good speed on the outside. That second lane is a lot smoother than the bottom and the high lane on the racetrack. But you're going to see a lot of drivers try to put that left front tire right there on that white line, or about a foot, maybe 2 foot off on the virtual racetrack, trying to make sure that they have that speed. Mike Kelly running about a half lane up, working hard. Colby, think we're right soon. Good racing all the way so far. Whoa, duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball back there. Hold on to it. Rick Swavely had Nick Silver with a run. Kogar just ahead of him. Commander Racing trying to get to the outside. Oh, free for the 29 right there. Rick's holding under his butt. He says, good Lord. Hit me to the bottom of this racetrack. Wearing out the right front is the big worry on the racetrack. Right front will make you plowing tight. Right rear makes you free. Some drivers are doing more to keep themselves at bay right now. Which he's got to move. That's what he's doing. All of the racing happened all over the racetrack. I'm going to throw it on exciting. Grab your water, folks. I'm going to do the same thing. We got a lot of racing still happening all over the racetrack, as all these fine folks continue to dress and impress. As 2 by 2 the drivers go. We'll be right back in just a moment. Have to take my medicine. Oh, baby. Ryan Macklin having to jump to pit road. Back here was the 11th. We just saw him. That's Ray Rogers. A little bit of free off corner exits, and now the tires starting to manage. I wanted to see what was going on with Mr. Macklin here. Hopefully Brian's good. Love seeing it. Schildhouse out front, 1.1 second lead. It's going to be closed in by Justin Fuller. Mike Kelly back to fourth. There's a little bit of change up front. Jorgensen Jr. up 15. Challenging his way forward. His lap times right now matching that of the drivers ahead of him. Tommy Ryan on the tire save mode. He's worked his way back on the bottom side. Says Mike Kelly on the outside. Kelly a little bit free right there. We're starting to see the cars step out just a little bit, and those are massive aspects of racing. And as the drivers search for a little bit of clean air on this racetrack, there's a lot of bumps that go into this. Here's the gyro cam on board. Tommy Ryan has to get way out of the gas. You can hear the tires kind of squealing up. We're going to go to 3 and 4. I'll let you listen to it. Little battle with E.J. O'Rourke here for Tommy Ryan. Gets to the wall a little bit right there. No harm, no foul. It'll be side by side. Mike Kelly dropping back. It's like just maybe a little right rear damage. E.J. 1 and 4th here. Jorgensen Jr. trying to keep it close to Fuller. 0.6 of a second lead. Schildhouse is stretched out to about a second. Whoa, E.J. off the corner right there. Drops back on the inside. Let's see what these drivers can do. Mike Kelly down on the bottom. Little four-pack right here. How about Nick Silver up 12? Mr. Slavely in 12th. Get a good thing going for him. Holding on to his butt. Brett Scott coming to pit road. 40 laps of the 120 cycle. Some drivers going to pit and do the two pit stop strategy. Some drivers are going to run the whole 60. They're going to try to, at least. We've seen 60, 61 on a mile-and-a-half racing surface. This racetrack is very much in the I'm a good-looking soldier kind of race line. 3 lead changes so far. David Schildhouse, one of those drivers that is your leader. 120 laps is the length. That's what's scheduled here tonight. And definitely looking at the air temperature going down a degree since the start of the race. But that track temperature still about 120. Hey, wrong one. Schildhouse, 0.3 of a second, changing the lane. Justin Fuller managing here as well. Troy Hyde on pit road. Brian Workman coming around is going to cycle forward. Robert Barber giving him 31. He and Brent Scott. Brent Scott on the newest cycle giving him 39. He's going to have to go to 80 before he can get himself back into the swing of things. Brent Scott trying to get to the outside of the 17 of Kevin Stone. He's just got new tires, folks. Right now, the fall off about 2 seconds for the majority of the series, for the majority of the drivers. Fuller, about 1.5 to fall off for that driver. 32.23 last time by. He is running right behind David Schildhouse, who ran a 32.40. Ooh, close racing right there. They were close enough to reach out and high five. He could have thrown a bumper sticker on that like for a quarter panel. Fuller to the lead. He's going to be able to just cycle forward. Schildhaus doing what he needs to do. Falls back to second. So Tommy Ryan in fourth. Mike Kelly in fifth. Kogar in sixth. And you see how much this race line is spread out. Wesley Donaldson a spot off. Tyler Dalton 2 off. Bentley Glazer off 5 from the start of the race. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. A right rear tap almost there for Nick Silver in the 29. Getting close. It's a natural race line. Look at D-Sync trying to make it happen. Back straightaway. You can look. The cars are beautiful back here, folks. They really are. They really are. Fuller sees the 83 coming around. The 83. That's Robert Barber. He's on a new cycle. Jettina on pit road. Going to take his pit cycle. We'll see. We'll see how it happens. 46 of 120. Who's going to run the length of the race? Who's going to pit early? Who's going to be able to fuel save the entirety of this race? Now, what happens if there's a caution? That's a big question. A lot of drivers are already looking at saving. Formosa looking on the inside. It's going to be the 04. Sigmund gets around. I like Doug's paint scheme this week. A little Quaker State love. How about them apples? On Hollyfield and the Haviline Racing Machine. Formosa coming to pit road. He's off 18 spots. Started 13th. Coming to pit road now. Justin Fuller put the lap down. 4/10 of a second difference here. Mark Jorgensen Jr. up 16. David Schildhaus sitting in that third spot. Tommy Ryan in fourth. Mike Kelly in fifth. Logan Kogar in sixth. Outside pole sitter. Managed on the bottom side of the racetrack. 48 of 120. Bentley's got a good move happening here. Tyler Dalton working. E.J. O'Rourke, Nick Silver. We've got a few drivers coming to pit road. Doug Sigmund, David Schildhaus. Schildhaus looked like he was coming to pit lane. He is. Schildhaus on pit road. So try to make it a 2 pit stop race. 250, 240-ish, 48 lap runs. And then try to make it happen. Keep it at that 20 lap cycle on the books. The last time they were at a 1.5 mile racing surface, a lot of drivers ran about 30 laps on their second set and came in. Took tires and fuel again to get themselves to the end. Mike Kelly on pit road. Did not get a black flag, so he is good to go there. He got a little free coming into pit road, so on my screen it doesn't show a black flag, but we'll see. Fuller, Jorgensen Jr., Doug Sigmund coming around. Sigmund in 34th. Comes out right behind the leaders. Mike Kelly getting his pit style. He's going to have some work to do. Tommy Ryan in third. We'll put him a lap down. Rick Slavely coming to pit road. Massive style. Just a slight chance to breathe. Fourth lead change of the race. 5-1 of Justin Fuller out front. Brian Workman all over the back bumper of the 04. Workman on the outside. Up to clear. Good to go. Tommy Ryan, Tyler Dalton. Logan Kogar, that makes up your top 5. Bentley Glazer, Wesley Donaldson. I think Bentley is challenging some things. How about some right side tire issues? Looks like for the 41, he's got a meatball flag. So who has been able to save their tires on this racetrack? That's something that you don't expect to see 53 laps into a run. But Nick Silver is one of those drivers. We're getting all kinds of tire issues happening here. Bobby Wetzel, Charles Woods. These are all drivers that are going to have to come to pit road. 54 of 120, Calatoni just got his warning. The tires are going away here tonight. Justin Fuller will see the 33 make the pass here. Enough laps to manage the gap. Oh, Fuller and the 33 on the outside. Jorgensen Jr. down on the bottom. Had a few drivers go around. Fuller 1.25 here at Texas. 56 of 120. This is all into the wall a little bit there for Fuller. Jorgensen still 1.3. Nick Silver. Jeff Ryan just got his meatball flag. Nick Silver will have to pit this next time by. Those meatball flags they're like black flags. Bentley Glazer just got his. They're like black flags, and you kind of have to get it. You have to take care of them. So you have 3 laps to be able to do it. Kogar just got his. Tommy Ryan just got his. Can he go another 2 laps? That's the big question. No virtual blowouts on the racetrack. 58 laps complete this time by. Wow, we're on 58. 57 laps complete this time by. Lap 58 underway. 63 laps to go. A lot of racing still left. Fuel and tires. 46 on the outside. Troy Height is going to get one of his laps back. He'll be at 18. Hollyfield coming to pit road. Rick Slavely back in 20th right now. Joe Gitina closing back in. Tommy Ryan coming to pit road. Kogar is going to have to come in as well. Try not to slide the tires. Robert Friery, the 3rd, up to 6th. Wes has his black flag. He's going to take a spot. Nelson Rivera still good. That 22. They never count him out for a good race. 59, the magical number. Lap 60 under the way. We'll be halfway this next time by. Jorgensen Jr. 2.4 the gap. Tyler Dalton in 3rd. Donaldson in 4th. Calatoni in 5th. Robert Friery the 3rd and 6th. Wes on the older cycle. David Schildhouse right there, though. He's got a little bit of time to work, so he's got a little bit of time to be able to play catch-up here. David Schildhouse to the next driver. Going to be Mike Kelly. About a 4.2 second gap between the drivers. A lap difference on tires. Jorgensen Jr. will come to pit road. He's going to get his stuff taken care of. Justin Fuller out there for another lap. He's going to try to ensure that he saves it. Donaldson just got his meatball flag. Trying to get down to the bottom to come to pit road. And that's what he's doing right now. Chad Coleman on the outside. Fuller to pit road. Tyler Dalton to pit road. Calatoni to pit road. Donaldson to pit road. Schildhouse takes over the lead. There it is. Lead back to the 20. Fuller in his pit box. But a good enough lead here. We'll see what the field does. Kogar on the different cycle, came out on 58, trying to unlap himself. We'll have a little bit of time. Wilkinson Jr. will be up to speed. Fuller coming off pit road. It's going to be at 7th, so opportunity. 22 seconds the gap. Oh, somebody free back there. That's Kevin Stone. Shieldhouse side by side with a couple of drivers. Kogar, Nick Silver. Tyler Dalton. We're going to make it work. 1/8 of a difference on the cycle. Shieldhouse will come to pit road somewhere in the next 20 laps, I would assume, to be able to have enough time toward the end of this race, because any driver that's made it to 60 or 61, well, that's what you're seeing. Slavely came in on lap 50. Fuller just ran at 30.63, so about almost a second faster a lap. So now fuel strategy coming into play. These O'Reilly Auto Parts cars are absolutely thrilling to watch in the real world. Bud, you think of the 500 biddies, dear. I appreciate that. Make sure you go to NASCAR.com. Make sure you get your picks put in for the weekend as well. We are at Echo Park this weekend for the NASCAR Cup Series, the Xfinity Series. I believe the Truck Series are there as well. So all the love in the world for all that. We got 2 Darlington races on Friday and Saturday. We're going to do a road course race on Sunday for AMPA Racing. Then Sim500 Cup Series goes to Echo Park next week. That'll be what we run on the 23rd. Let's see where some battles are. There's one right there, 22-3. Little 4-car battle right here. Jorgensen Jr. right behind Justin Fuller. And E.J. Rourke. Troy Height, the next driver. Fuller's going to be trying to track down. Keeping yourself close. Try to manage. It's racetrack and the race line. It's about as big as you could ask for. Doug Roth ahead. Doug Roth looking to stay on the lead lap. But Doug Roth came in on 5.5. Shieldhouse came in on 4.8. So this is a natural lap. I think Doug might be pulling on David Shieldhouse right now. Just kind of looking at the relative and seeing what's happening. Shieldhouse may have gained into the corner there a little bit. 43 does have a driver ahead of him. That's going to be Anthony Calantoni. Calantoni came in on 61. 13 lap pressure tires for some of the drivers behind Justin Fuller. A little bit of lap traffic there in the mix. 33 extra sideways off the corner. Whoa. Fuller looking to the outside. Troy Height on the middle lane, 3 wide. Jorgensen Jr. will clear up. We'll have a natural run around the racetrack. 27 there on the inside. Jorgensen Jr. having to run the second lane here. There's Ron Hollingfield right next to him. Ron in the mix. Come on, Ron. Big fan. Shieldhouse 3.3. Mike Kelly. Closing it a little bit here. Fuller. It's closed in 7 seconds since he came to pit road at lap 61. That's 10 laps. The lap time starting to level out here. Is about a 7/10 of a second lap difference. Schildhouse maybe trying to save as much as he can, just in case. There's a 21 just ahead. That's Brian Pinal. Pinal in 32nd right now. These drivers putting all they can into these cars. Trying to wheel these things all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Barber off 9 from the start of the race. There's a good battle going on right here. You can see Doug Sigmund up 6. Again, Doug looking hard, working hard for his money. Scott Sibley off 15 from the start of the race. He came in on 58, so he's just naturally trying to work his way back forward. Salvaging, saving a little bit, maybe looking at, I don't know if he's looking at a short pit here. We'll be 3 wide, 16 or the 9. Mike Kelly on the outside. There's Brian Workman up high. West trying to climb his way back forward. Does have Charles Woods just ahead in that 98. David Schildhouse, Mike Kelly, 3.6. Fuller has got about a 9-second gap between he and Mike Kelly. Jorgensen Jr. settling for Texas is not something that he's just going to do. 45 laps to go this next time by. 46 laps to go this next time by. And everybody showing up and showing out. We're going to take a final hydrate break and come back to you for the Transervice Grand National Series here for Sim500. Fuel strategy race coming into play here at Legacy, Texas on iRacing. All right, some of the final green flag pit stops happening right there. David Schildhouse still out front. Mike Kelly in second. Justin Fuller 2.5 back from there. Jorgensen Jr. right behind him. Going to keep it within reason. Be 35 laps to go next time by for David Schildhouse. Bentley Glazer on pit road. Troy Height coming to pit road. Drivers try not to slide through the box or lose any time there. Ray Rogers coming down pit road as well for the final time. Drivers on the two pit stop strategy, trying to make it work. So Lisa, how are you doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Mike Kelly on pit road. How are you doing out there, YouTube? How's everybody doing out there? Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you very much for being out there. You're all absolutely amazing. Mike Kelly, Rick Slavely on pit road as well. Let's go on board, Rick. The Rickman Racing Machine. He's going to get his pit stop. Right sides go up. This is 14 seconds on pit road, folks. Fill it up with fuel. Have enough for a green, white checkered. And then take back off. He's in gear. He gone. He says, bye, Felicia. Got to maintain pit road speed and then up speed on the bumpiest part of the racetrack. He gone. It's good. Didn't snow for you today? We're going to get snow this weekend. That's what they're saying. Rick Slavely coming out. It's going to be a 29th right now. He's got a lot of time to make up. That's Troy Height right there just ahead of him. 3/10 of a second. Troy Height up the speed. Let's take a lap around Texas with Rickman Racing as he tries to climb a few more spots before the end of this one as we go 32 laps to go. You're supposed to get snow too? That's terrible. That's terrible. Well, if you're getting snow this weekend, blame the whistle pig. Nick Silver, fastest lap of the race, 30:39. 30 laps to go. A lot of time to try to make up right now. Schildhouse on pit road. Justin Fuller taking the high side as lap traffic tries to make dividends here. 88 on the bottom side of the racetrack. Fuller changing the direction of where he had to run there. We'll drop into the bottom side. 9/10 of a second, the difference between Fuller and Jorgensen Jr. Tyler Dalton sitting in third right now, looking at the bottom of the 48. That's Mr. Mark Schrader. He is on point in the WAT. It's a Watt. That's what it is, Watt Toyota. 15 drivers on the lead lap. Schildhouse came in, tires and fuel, trying to travel forward. Chad Coleman on pit road right now as well. Justin Fuller making it happen. Arsenic, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Jorgensen Jr. 1.1 the gap. Tyler Dalton in third. Cal Antoni in fourth. Tommy Ryan, Wesley Donaldson looking for a top five. Kevin Stone into pit lane. Chad Coleman going to be leaving pit lane here tonight. 29 laps to go. A lot of racing still left. Schildhouse in 13th. Got a lot of time to be able to try to catch Justin Fuller here. Fuller in tow. Schildhouse fastest lap of the race, 30.18. 30:18. And you know he's going to be trying to drive qualifying laps right now. You ready for spring? I'm ready for spring. Can he do it? That's the question. Mike Kelly on the newest tires, Kevin on 85. Scott Simley came in on 5.8. He's going to have the 5 on the inside. Simley in 12th for that number 12. Doug Roth at 24, that 43 is the 5 back on the inside. Doug Roth having a good race right now as he came in on 55, so he's just trying to save. He's got a little bit of speed underneath him. That's the 96. Gerald Livingston came in on 85 himself. He's trying to mash the gas and move forward. Little spots everywhere. 20, David Schildhouse. Trying to close in has Mike Kelly just ahead. Mike Kelly, David Schildhouse trying to close in. All of that 24 and some change to Justin Fuller. Jorgensen Jr. behind Bobby Wetzel. 3/4 of a second here for those two drivers. Sky, how you doing, dude? Lacey, ready for summer? You know what? Can't agree more. Bobby Wetzel came in on 54. The 88 running right behind him. A little soaking up of the draft right now. Doug Sigmund coming to pit road. He's going to get his pit stop taken care of. He'll leave pit road. Come on, the 04. I do like that paint scheme a lot. Full second of the gap for Justin Fuller. Jorgensen Jr. again came on to lap 60. Trying to get around Bobby Wetzel here. Right on the turn on the inside. Bobby Wetzel. See the 88. Turn in on the side draft here. Both drivers side by side. Almost sharing a lane there for a moment. Jorgensen said, hey, I got to go. Here comes Bentley Glazer. Glazer with a big run of speed. There on the inside of the 9. 1 1/4 to Justin Fuller. Tyler Dalton in 3rd. Tommy Ryan holding on. I hope everybody is well, I mean, it's been 70 all week here in Missouri. And we're going to get freezing rain and snow here this week. That's kind of crazy. Talking Giants Racing Machine. That 84 is Wesley Donaldson trying to close in that distance, but Schildhouse is already on the move. We have 22 laps to go for Justin Fuller. Schildhouse has closed in 10 seconds. And short work. He came in on 89. He's been out there for 9 laps. I'm sorry, 13 laps and closed in almost 10 seconds. Already looking for the top 5. 1.5 the gap. Jorgensen Jr., Justin Fuller. 22, now 21 laps to go for Fuller. He has led 29 of these laps. Jorgensen Jr. has not led any yet. Tyler Dalton has not led any yet. Tommy Ryan has led 4. He started on that pole. Schildhouse led 43 of those laps as well. So we kind of have to see. But this one is going to fare out again. On the race recap, how many lead changes we had? Only 5. Only 5. 19 laps to go. I'm sorry, 20 laps to go. David Schildhouse in a plethora of traffic right now. Joey Chatina just ahead. There's the 99 of Tommy Ryan up high. Middle 3 wide, corner exit. Woo! That's a pucker moment for Tommy Ryan. Be back on the inside, Joey Chatina. Joey Kimmel on 80. He's just got a little bit newer tire than Tommy Ryan right now. But not quite as new as the 20. So Schildhouse to Tyler Dalton. 28 lap difference on tires. The difference on tires prior to that was pretty close to the same, I do believe. Take a look. Schildhouse ran 41 laps on his cycle. Right now, these drivers are 40 laps on their cycle. He's been out there for 12 laps on those tires. Mike Kelly back in 7th, who's moving up to has been out there 16 laps on his cycle. So there's still a lot of racing left, but 15 and a half the gap. Justin Fuller, 32.25 his last time by. Jorgensen Jr., 32.34. Tyler Dalton, 32.50. A 1 second advantage for David Schildhouse. He just has to get clear of drivers a little more quickly. He might have a shot toward the end of this one. Schildhouse and the 11. To see Ray Rogers out there running it again. That podium Toyota Supra. He door to door. Inside. Schildhouse under 15 seconds. But dealing with a little bit of traffic. Fuller has E.J. O'Rourke right there, back on the inside. 22 there as well. 41 utilized the grass there to turn himself. 16 laps to go. Jorgensen 1.5 the gap. Tyler Dalton. Seeing Schildhouse work the outside lane. Tommy Ryan having an off track. Went for a ride in the grass. Here's what happened. Got free on the corner. Went for a ride in the grass. He was fine. Went for another ride in the grass. He was fine again. Just trying to cool the tires off. That's it. Schildhouse, Jorgensen Jr., Justin Fuller. Charles Woods getting around Joe Hudson. E.J. O'Rourke, first driver. Last driver on the lead lap. First driver off the lead lap is going to be Nelson Rivera. Nelson Kimmett at 60. This is a natural lap for Justin Fuller. So the 22 sitting in 16th right now. Bobby Wetzel right there. Penguin, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Penguin. Welcome in, everybody. We're coming down to the wire. We got a fuel mileage race. Turning into a humdinger here at the end. Justin Fuller, Mark Jorgensen Jr. came on a lap 61 and 60. David Schildhouse given a lap 89. We've been green for the extent of this one. 13 laps to go. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Jason. Sim500 Sports is the platform. We call iRacing broadcast. We do a little bit of gaming, do a little bit of everything else. OTR Penguin is a good friend of ours, and we encourage you to give him a follow if you haven't done so. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. I hope your stream was well. And we coming out of the wire here. Doug Roth leaving pit lane. Fuller 12.7 with 12 laps to go. Schildhouse may not just have enough time. Fuller trying to go back to back. There's the 04 on the inside. Schildhouse 12.5, 12 laps to go. Needs a second a lap. And right now Fuller doing all that he can to manage a race line that is natural. Turning into the corner, 32.34 his last time by. He's managed a 32.3 over the last 5 laps. The only lap he didn't, 105, 32.5 is about what that was. This time by 32.3 again. Hitting his marks as consistently as possible. It's massive. Welcome in, Penguin. Thank you for the raid, sir. I appreciate you. I hope your stream as well. Jorgensen Jr. 1.4 to the gap. Schildhouse in third. Has gotten around the 04. That's Doug Sigmund. Sigmund came in on 94. There's a 6-lap difference on the tires between he and Schildhouse. Sorry, 5-lap difference on the tires. Schildhouse catching up to Brian Pinal. These drivers are on a natural cycle right now. 11.7 the gap with 10 laps to go. The tires have just gone back. Scott Sembley still looking at 13th right now. E.J. O'Rourke, 2.25. Sembley keeping on 58. E.J. O'Rourke, she's got a 2.2 second gap. Sembley doing a great job But when do the tires go away for any one of these drivers that have been out there for these 50-plus laps? Fuller 1.4, Jorgensen still looking. Doug Roth, Nelson Rivera. Here comes Rick Swavely. One final look at the man behind the scenes. They call him Melliello. He might have an opportunity to give it an 85. He does have Nelson Rivera just ahead of him with 8 laps to go. That might be a position for him. He's trying to work himself back on the lead lap. That would be that would pay dividends for him. The reason why I say that is if we get a late race caution here, he's on the lead lap. 5-1. And the 88, the 20, the 5 and 4th. He's got Tyler Dalton right behind him. So Mike Kelly, 5.9 the gap between he and David Schildhouse. Tommy Ryan working as hard as he can. Bentley Glazer came in on 84 as well. He has got a few spots he is trying to pick back up. E.J. O'Rourke in 14th. Rick Swavely in 16th. Fuller trying to make sure he can master the gas pedal. 32 on the outside of the 88. 32, just a little bit more speed. Going to see the 22 ahead. And the battle for position right there is about to happen. But Justin Fuller coming around the line is going to make it 5 to go. 9.5 to gap. Schildhouse coming out of turn 4. Does have Doug Sigmund who got back around him. So I think Schildhouse just burned him off. Trying to drive his way back to the front. Good boogly wiggly. Thank you to everybody who's all the new subscribers, all the new followers. So if you haven't done so, make sure that you hit that follow button, hit the notification bell. Notification bell lets you know when we go live. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Fuller 4 laps to go. Managing the gap between he and Mark Jorgensen Jr. The one thing they don't want to do is tear up the tires between now and that next lap. That final lap. Schildhouse 8.8. Needed a few more laps. And Mike Kelly in 4th, Tyler Dalton in 5th. Up in Anthony Calatoni up 9. 16 spots gained. That is your hard charger tonight. This is Mark Jorgensen Jr. 1.8 the gap. 3 laps to go. Schildhouse 6.5 back from Jorgensen Jr. Just not enough time. And Swavely on the outside of the 22. That's a spot for Rich. He gets halfway through the field here, trying to get back on the lead lap. 2 to go for Richard Swavely and Justin Fuller. '16 is back on the lead lap. Does have E.J. O'Rourke trying to track down 1 or 2 more spots. Scott Simley trying to drive as fast as he can to manage that one. 32 on the high side. 32 with a run. Will be there to the back bumper of the 5-1. Let's take a look at it. White flag waves. Final lap. E.J. O'Rourke off track. 32 following in suit. 38 of Coleman on the inside. Chad Coleman on a 5-lap pressure cycle into 32. That's a position. 38 trying to challenge forward. 32, that's a battle for a race. Justin Fuller takes 1 pit stop, 1 extra set of tires. He wins at Texas. Rick Swavely, Chad Coleman, the battle for 15th right here. They've still got to get around and finish this race. They're the last drivers to do so. Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse will be 2nd and 3rd. Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton, your top 5. Chad Coleman searches on the inside. 32 up high. Coleman, Rick Swavely, Coleman sideways out of the corner. How about it? Rick Swavely will get 15, Coleman 16. Good hard charge for both drivers at the end of that one. That was a good little battle between the two. A race within a race. Fuller gets the win. It's his 4th of the season. And he is going to celebrate here as we'll dig into the race results. Justin Fuller, Mark Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse, your top 3. Mike Kelly, Tyler Dalton, your top 5. Tommy Ryan, Wesley Donaldson, Anthony Calantoni, Bentley Glazer, Robert Fryery, the 3rd. Logan Kogar, Scott Simley, your top 12. O'Rourke, Weston, that's 16. Slavely, Coleman, Rivera, Silver, Height, and Wetzel, your top 20. And then we'll go to Ray Rogers, Brent Scott, Brian Pinal, Joey Gitina, Gerald Livingston, your top 25. Jeff Ryan, Charles Woods, Doug Roth, Ron Hollyfield, Mark Schrader, your top 30. And then Wortman, Kevin Stone, Joe Hudson, Doug Sigmund, Robert Barber, Mr. Formosa, and then Mr. Macklin, Mr. Brian Macklin. Having something going on there. A good race. It was a good race. It was definitely an awesome time. 49 laps led for the driver. Knocking it down. And we're going to bring him straight up because I know that he has probably got something to do because Mr. Justin Fuller said, I'll see you a fuel strategy race and I'll pit once.
Yeah, I never once thought it was a 2-stop race personally. So I kind of went into it with that mentality. I saw those guys running the top. And I knew how close it was. And I didn't think they'd be able to do it, and lo and behold, they couldn't. So there was a little bit more fall off. Maybe 2 tires works. I mean, David got within 7 seconds of me, but just not enough.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I thought that it was going to close it up. The biggest thing we saw was, meatball flags for tires. There's a dozen drivers that had that happen to them. And then that was forcing the hand of some drivers to come to pit road, and that put them in a 2 pit stop race. This is a track when it's hot and bumpy. It's a cheese grater. And you were able to manage it really well. I mean, you put it at lap 61, it says for me, and you were about as consistent as you could get. I looked at a section of 5 laps, and it was 32 threes across the board. Talk about hitting your marks, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always been pretty confident myself in. Very consistent, especially if the setup is consistent. And this setup was so. That helps out a lot, and I think that works in my favor. Being able to just consistently hit the same mark over and over and over again, hit those same lap times, all within a tenth. I have my game set up to call out my lap times, and I just sitting there consistently hitting ones, and then I was consistently hitting twos, and it helps in the long run, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're hitting your mark, you're lifting in the right spots. That's big. It's big for a 120 lapper around this one. This was it's unique. It's unique. I thought more tire saving was going to be a factor throughout the race. I mean, and you kind of did the traditional Justin Fuller. You just kind of waited, and then you just let it come back to you, and then you start pulling ahead.
Yeah, I did. I just thought we were racing in the rain there in the beginning of the race. All those guys just took off, and I just kind of ran my line. I ran my speed, and it worked out for me in the long run. It doesn't always work out for me, especially if you get a rash of yellows, then you're kind of stuck. But tonight worked out, caution-free. Round of applause to everybody. That was fantastic. I've had a few of those this year now, so yeah, just a lot of fun tonight. I'm sweating though. I had to work for that. I bet. I mean, it's that's a lot of laps coming down to the wire, and this is your 4th win in this Grand National Series. So, you found yourself on the right side of things. I know you're 11th in points coming in, just having to park at the end of a couple of races, but able to stick around and get to the end of this one. It's pretty amazing to see what you're able to throw down. I mean, these boys gotta wake up. I mean, we go to Talladega next week, so that's just a race. But when it comes to being technical, I mean, Justin Fuller might be the name, the technician here. We'll see. This is by far the best season I've put together so far with the Xfinity car. It's usually kind of a weak car for me. Yeah, I still contend with it, but it's just not one of my better cars. So, but yeah, next week is the last week. I didn't have to worry about it tonight because I didn't have school this week. So, next week my son's got ski club again, so I may not be able to make it to the end of Talladega, but that just means I'm gonna race. I'm not gonna ride around at all. So, because worst case scenario, I'm gonna either finish the race or I'm gonna wreck out. Hopefully, I'm not gonna cause the wreck, but if I get involved in a wreck and I get, I tumble down the backstretch or something, it is what it is at that point, and we'll move on. And hopefully, after that, we'll put together some more good races. But I mean, yeah, 4 for 4 in the race that I've been able to finish. If you would have said that was something I was gonna do this year, I'd have said you're crazy.
Well, I got faith in more. I mean, I know you got tracks you have circled. We talked about that last week. I know IRP is coming up. I know there's a handful of tracks that you're like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, but we gotta get through the chaos. But I mean, you guys have ran 65 laps around Talladega before, caution free, and it stayed under an hour. So, like, it's not impossible. And I know if any series is capable of it, it's this one.
Absolutely. We'll try for it next week. Worst case scenario we do, or best case scenario we do. Worst case we don't, and the cards will fall how they fall.
I like it. Well, Justin, we didn't have to rush through it, but it was an awesome broadcast by jaw hurts. just saying, there's a lot of chitty chat going on here. So it was a great race. Congratulations. You are 4 for 4, 2 in a row. And that all elusive 3 in a row. Possibility next week, depending on how the race unfolds for you. But an opportunity nonetheless. Congratulations, man. This was a lot of fun. Give shout outs. Texas was very kind to you today, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks to Sim500 that Edmonds put to do. Thanks to Transervice for sponsoring the series. Thanks to you putting on the broadcast. I'll go back and pick through this tomorrow at work. Thanks to everybody in the race again. Round of applause, everybody. Went caution free. Thanks to Nerder Toots for being on the car. Thanks to all my teammates at Aftermath Motorsports. Thanks to everybody in the race. And yeah, looking forward to the next one and really looking forward to a few after that. So hopefully it's going to be a fun stretch.
I think it's going to be a blast because you got Bristol in the mix there. We got, I was just looking at that. Hold on. Bristol, Nashville Super Speedway, IRP, Michigan, Dover. I mean, there's some short tracks coming up. They're going to be, yeah. I'm thrilled.
Absolutely.
All right, Justin. We'll see you Monday.
Yep. Have a good one.
It's Justin Fuller. He comes home at Victory Lane tonight. Phenomenal race. Let's pull up the man, the myth, the legend. Finishes P2 tonight. The most thrilling and exciting racer in all of iRacing, Mr. Mark Jorgensen Jr., sir. How in the world did you do it as well? You and Fuller, one pit stop, managed the gap, managed the tires, didn't have a blowout. Like there's a lot of, and you're the hard charger tonight. How about that?
Oh, I appreciate them opening comments, man. I just I don't feel like I'm the best, but sometimes we get lucky from time to time. But yeah, I did the old David Shieldhouse in qualifying, right? I started basically in the trunk, and so I had to drive a little hard to get up through there. Once I got up to the front 6-7 cars, I kind of started backing it down, making sure that I exited lower than the guys in front of me, and that was paying dividends. I mean, I truly feel like if I could have qualified closer to the front, I probably would have had a little bit better situation track position wise. Maybe I could have done something with Fuller, but I was paying attention. I saw the guys starting to duck off about lap 45 shortly thereafter, something like that. And I was like, man, I'm looking at the fuel and I'm like, man, we can do this on one stop. And I was like, man, when I got by Shieldhouse for second, we put a pretty good gap on him, and me and Fuller had checked out from the rest of the field. I was like, oh dude, I think the one stop is going to be the ticket. And anyways, I stopped one lap shorter. Knew that I wasn't going to get by Fuller, but I was hoping to be able to close the gap, to be able to try to do something with him. I mean, he just kept managing that second and a half. Just riding so long in behind him. It's just cooking your front tires. I don't want to leave the bottom because you go up top, you're just hurting your tires even more. So it just is what it is. Kind of was banking on his kids need an old dad to go pick them up, and that never come to fruition.
It did not. He was for sure finishing this race. That's what he said.
And well, and that's good, man. I had this race circled. I think I've had Texas covered any series that we ran over the last year and a half or whatever. And like I said, man, Fuller's just really, really good. Whenever his dirty air was just killing me, he started slowly pulling away, and I was like, all right, any minute he's gonna duck off the track. Gotta do the dad thing and go pick up the child and whatnot. But hey, I'm glad he stuck around. Made it interesting. I'm sure there for several laps. I'm sure he was probably sweating bullets just a little bit. And then, once he started slowly pulling away, I'm sure he breathed a pretty good sigh of relief. But yeah, Mike Kelly had me worried. David had me worried. I really thought them guys was going to charge through the field pretty massive on, after their second stop. And I kept on looking at my relative and looking at the laps left, and I was like, oh, there is no way they're going to get to me. I mean, the only way they're going to get to us is if there's a caution. And,
Right.
everybody drove a good race. And, here we are talking to you after starting 18th, finished second. I mean, it's feels like a win. It would have been nice to be hoisting the trophy in victory lane, but maybe next week.
Well, I mean, it is one of those things that I've watched, a dozen or so drivers blow their tires out there, and some of them had to short pit them. I mean, just because iRacing says you got 3 laps if you don't. And that's the old meatball flag that gets thrown at you when your tires go. Yeah, I mean, you guys were able to manage. I mean, I was watching you in practice. I mean, you were the fastest driver in practice. I thought a qualifying lap was coming out of you there, and I know that sometimes it's just that one little tick, right, or you get too hard into a corner or off corner exit, especially on this track because there's so much character on the racetrack. It can just qualifying. If folks don't understand qualifying in a series like this. With the fields like this, it's it's necessary, right? You have a lot to battle, and every driver has got talent around you.
Yeah, I really, I stepped all over it in qualifying there. I'm not even going to say what I could have ran or whatever, but, we'll never know. Tommy got the pole and got me by quite a bit, but, no, I got through the bump good in the center of 1 and 2 on that second lap. I mean, I got through it really good, and I mean, it rotated so nice that I just got on the throttle and I didn't even crack it or anything, and it was just a 4-wheel slide. It didn't step out on the right rear. It was just a 4-wheel slide, and it just kissed the wall on the exit of 2. And it's like, well, that sucks. And now I'm just looking at the lineup, and I'm like, man. Way at the back in 18th. And I was like, well, I said, that's fine. I'll take it easy for a few laps, kind of let everything kind of settle down, and then I'll start charging up through there. I knew I could get through the field. I mean, a lot of these guys, they run really hard, and rightfully so, because, everybody's got their own race that they're running. But, just kind of how some of the guys was exiting the corners, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to get by this guy pretty easy and just check out. But, hey, it's part of it. You're trying to get all that you can in qualifying because, there's a lot of other guys in this league that are going to get all they can. So you're trying to do yourself a better justice, but just didn't work out. But no, you was talking about the blowing of the tires. So let's see that, we, did the old single stop there. Lap 36, I got the old tire warning. So it's like, well, damn, I feel like I'm taking it easy, wrapping the bottom. I'm not sliding, backing it up on entry, all that stuff. And, I never heard nothing about my tires ever again. And probably with about 5 laps before I pitted, man, I got on the gas like I normally do in 1 and 2, and that thing just shoved bad. And I really was thinking about coming to the pits. I really thought that I blew my tire. And,
Right.
I just kind of backed it down, and I could see Fuller up there. He's struggling just like I am. And, everything was able to keep it together. Guys in Discord, man, is anybody doing the one stop? Oh yeah. This guy right here is, and man, I don't know if that's going to work out. Well, it worked out pretty good. Just come up 1 spot short, but, man, just a great race, man. It's nice to go caution free. And I've always bragged about, Shieldhouse and Fuller, myself, Tommy, Mike Kelly, the guys that know how to manage your stuff at the start of the race, at the drop of the green flag. Those are the guys. All we need is laps, and we got all 120 of them tonight.
You did. Yeah, absolutely did. It was a good race. Texas was good. Going to Dega next week. Got to make some friends now before you get to that one.
No, we hate them all, Jason. We hate them all.
But you need somebody to push or be pushed. You know what I mean? So you got to make a little
Hey,
bit
man,
of
when
a
you're
friend.
looking in that mirror, when you look in that mirror and you put them big block Chevys on them, you just make them push you. I mean,
Yeah.
to where they ain't got no choice in the matter. It's either they're going to push you or they're going to wreck you. But no, that'll be a fun race, right? Hopefully, we can race smart. Dega is just a wide track. There's absolutely no reason we should be wrecking at Dega at all because of how wide it is. But it'll be crazy. There'll be some 3 wide, 4 wide as always. But yeah, I mean, we'll tell David the same thing I always tell him at a plate track. You stay behind me, you'll get you a guaranteed second. So we'll see if he's on board with that strategy, and we'll see what happens.
It's always the case. It's always the way it has to be. All right, Mark, I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna talk to Shildy. Give you shout outs, man. P2 tonight. Congratulations. This was again another banger.
No, I appreciate it, Jason. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank Transervice for coming on board Sim500 here on Wednesday night, sponsoring us in the Grand National Series. Jason, you with Signature Esports. People watch them, like them, love them, share them, follow them. I mean, best in the business. I can't wait to climb into bed a little bit later here in a few minutes and watch it back and just basically just watch watch the replay of Fuller just putting it on us. But always great stuff that you do, Jason. To tell the story from your point of view with us driving these virtual race cars. It's always fun to go back and just watch and listen. I get amped up. Sim500, all the league admins for what they do, taking time out of their days to behind the scenes to give us a place to call home, man. Monday nights, Wednesday nights. I mean, I wish we raced a little bit more, but hey, it is what it is. But let's see, old Fowler Time Design for painting this old machine. John Fowler, appreciate it, buddy. Looked fast, was fast, just one spot short. It'll be all right. We'll try again next week. All the guys in the league, man, all the drivers, the set was kind of unpredictable, a little bit tight, loose, whatever. Everybody kept it together and gave everybody obviously gave some room. There wasn't no close calls that I know of. It's just nice to go start to finish, get these things over with pretty quick, get on about the rest of the night. And, it's fun, man. Congrats to Fuller again. I really wish that his kids would have won. I could have parked this machine in victory lane, but maybe next week. But I mean, the guy's a class act, man. He's really good. I always just tell myself, man, just get in behind a fast guy and just ride around a few laps. You can learn so freaking much, man. Just a lot of guys just don't have that patience to want to try to knock their speed back that much in order to be fast on the long run like he is. But hey, man, we was able to stay somewhat close to him. Got to a point where I was no longer being able to read his back bumper, but hey, you'll have that. But man, where we get next week, Talladega, man, looking forward to it. Can't wait. Jason, appreciate everything that you do, brother. But on a side note, man, how are you?
I'm okay. The swelling in my face is no longer looking like I got hit by a shovel. That's at least good.
Nice.
I'm supposed to on Friday. I'm supposed to get some stitches removed. They're gonna take a look at the skin graft on the inner part of my nose. I can't feel my upper lip, so I'm literally calling the race with the bottom jaw as speaking. If you've never tried speaking without your upper lip moving, put your finger in between your nose and your upper lip, hold it down, and then just use your jaw to talk. That's kind of how things have been for since last Friday, whatever. When I went in and had the old cancer removed, and yeah, so we're on the mend. 3 months out. We've got 3 month healing process, And
Yeah. So, I mean, are you fully done? You're cancer free and all that stuff,
I have
or
3 more radiation treatments, and then
okay?
we'll on the on the surgery side of things, they removed the a 22 millimeter mass on my nose and a
Mm.
22 or 27 millimeter mass from underneath my orbital. So we're and then basically gave me a left side facelift and rebuilt the structure of my nose. So that's pretty much where we're at.
Hey
So
man, well, you're doing good. You're in high spirits. Talking, with your jaw and what your bottom jaw. I tell you what, man, you sound crystal clear. You sound probably way better than this old hick right here. But hey man, there's a reason that I drive these cars and you call the shots. So man, that's good news, man. Praying for you. Like I said, it's always nice to be able to talk to you to get that update. And like I said, man, we're pulling for you.
yeah, I got out of surgery on Friday. I was in surgery for 5 hours. I took a nap, then I called a race. I ain't gonna quit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've called races all weekend. I ain't done.
Hey man, you enjoy it.
Yeah,
You enjoy calling the races, and we enjoy racing the races. Like I said, man, everybody on this service, they got their little niche, man, and like I said, man, just professional. Like I said, by far you're the best in the business, and hopefully people are keeping you busy, rightfully so. And it's always nice to see the other leagues that you're broadcasting and seeing what's going on some other standpoints and whatnot. But like I said, man, you just do an amazing job, man. I appreciate you for doing what you do, and I'm glad that you're here with Sim500 for a long period of time. And like I said, man, first and foremost, I want to win the race. If I can't win the damn race, secondly, I want to try to finish top 3 so I can be able to give my long-winded interviews. I Shieldhouse might as well just go ahead and call it a night, jump in bed. I'm sure he's got to wake up early tomorrow to go to work. But no, man, it's just it's fun to talk to you, man. I enjoy it.
No, it's an honor. It's a privilege. It really is for and I did a podcast, and this will be my last thing to extend the conversation. Sorry, Shildy. I did a podcast just the other day with a couple of guys from the iRacing series. They called it Cool Down Lap, and they got to have a chance to ask me a couple of questions and get some more input. And they took the time to ask me about broadcasting, and the first thing I always say is that it is about the drivers. It's drivers, then the chat, then the sponsors. You got to make the drivers first. If you don't put the drivers first, then what are you doing this for?
Right. Oh, I absolutely agree with you. Like I said, man, it's just professional. How you do it by yourself, man, is always phenomenal to be able to catch all the highlights during the race, all the key moments, the exciting moments, all that stuff. Like I said, it's always nice to go back and play it back. And, for one, obviously to watch me, either do good or do terrible, whatever. But like I said, I just enjoy going back and just watching all the broadcasts, go back and listen to all the interviews and whatnot. Like I said, I enjoy it a lot, and I greatly appreciate it.
It's again, I will always say the honor is mine. I know I get paid to do this, but if it didn't cost me a bunch of money, I'd do it for free, and I have done it for free. But all right, Jorgie, I'll see you Monday, because I've got the Cook's Landscaping Sim500 Cup Series.
Oh, Echo Park, baby, we ready?
Yes, sir.
We ready.
We are. New overlays coming for that. Stepping up the game for everybody. If you thought it was good now, it's just going to get better from there.
Oh, that's nice. I can't wait. Well, hopefully we can be, having another one of these long interviews next Monday night, but it'll be a fun race, man. I'm super excited that you're on board on Monday night, and you'll probably be talking a lot to Fuller and Shieldhouse. Hopefully, I can be in the mix too, but is Shieldhouse even still in the waiting room?
Yeah, he's down there. 23 minutes waiting.
God, I can't believe that he's still down there, man. He's probably just cussing. But anyways, Jason, we'll see you next Monday, man. Take care.
You too. That's Mark Jorgensen, Jr. P2 tonight. Again, one of the most high-spirited guys you've ever seen. Gave a moment to to get the virtual middle finger from David Schildhouse. And Schildy, are you awake?
Holy crap, man!
Sorry, 23
I was
minutes.
joking
Sorry,
with Fuller.
sir.
By the time, yeah, by the time Jorg got done, I'd have to leave for Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I love his interviews. I love being able to have the opportunity to give interviews. And I gave Fuller's back-to-back winners, and you try to pull that the 2 pit stop strategy. How were your tires? How was the car? I mean, this you almost had him. I mean, you needed 10 more laps, and this would have been a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I sort of knew going into it that we're sort of looking at a Las Vegas 2.0.
Yeah.
What I really didn't know was how tight it would be to make it to halfway. Obviously, it was a problem for a lot of guys at Vegas. They really had to save and clutch and coast, and that really hurt their pace, which allowed the 2-stop to work. Tonight, it really wasn't even a thing. Like, apparently, it was pretty effortless to make it to halfway. They didn't have to save. They didn't have to do nothing special. So, yeah, the 2-stop was good, but it wasn't going to win against the two of them doing what they did. So hats off to both of them. They played it right, but I had way more fun than they did tonight. I'll tell you that. I had a blast ripping through the field. I love doing that. Like, I sat here and told the children, I'd rather pit twice and drive through the field and have fun and go rip the fence and whatever, than like unplug my brain and drool and do a 1-stop strategy. That's just so boring. I don't care. Like, I can't do that to myself. That's just too boring. So they may have won the race, but I won the party here tonight as far as having fun. And, 7 races in, what more could you ask for, man? We're just out here to have some fun and look good while we're doing it.
Yeah, still the points leader. I mean, you came in with I mean, I know that Fuller is getting wins, but, I think it's because he's getting breaks. He's just, he's not there at the end on a couple of them. And I think you've been strong. I mean, you've been at the tracks that you're strong at. I mean, you're winning by not minimal margins. You're out there dominating. I like. I mean, of course, I'm always rooting for that chase at the end. I think I love field strategy races because there's always somebody that's chasing the leader, right? And you're playing little game of cat and mouse. It did plateau really quickly. I was noticing that on the run. I mean, you're still running faster laps, but it just when it hit the plateau, it hit it and went. It was like just drawing you back.
Yeah, I underfueled the car on the second stop too, which made the tight phase. This setup had a really bad tight phase from about lap 10 to about lap 20. It just had a really, really bad tight phase that when you underfueled the car, made it even worse. Now, the car drove great after the fact when it loosened back up and it was really good, but the race was over at that point. So I kind of misplayed that, but just looking back at it, I lost a little bit of time here and there on the track with a couple of guys that, weren't really making it easy on me, and that's fine. But I don't see 7 seconds worth of little things adding up out there. I just think
right.
the 1-stop strategy, since it was not, it didn't require saving or cutting the pace to make it happen. I just think that it was always going to win no matter what. But still, to finish best of the 2-stop guys and only be 7 seconds back, I had a blast, man. I love the chase. I love hunting them down, making them think, making them wonder. But yeah, it just wasn't in the cards tonight, but that's okay. It worked in Vegas, didn't work tonight, but I had fun. And, again, that's kind of the whole point of why I'm doing this right now. Winning races is great. Run up front is great. I'm a Logan Kogar at Phoenix away from having top 5s every race this year. So, like, I don't have anything to complain about. I really don't.
Yeah, I look at and it's the other thing too is that Vegas is a 1.5 mile length track. This is a 1.46. So that, I mean, if you average that over 60 laps, that's a good chunk of time that you're saving. I mean, you're saving a lap and a half in comparison to what as far as fuel goes, just going around the 60 laps here. So I guess it does make sense. I forget that this track's just a touch smaller on the bottom side than what Vegas is.
Yeah, and it adds up. You're right. Over the course of 60 laps, and certainly over the course of 120, it makes a difference. And you know, I didn't know how it was going to play out, but listen, I knew coming in what I was going to do. I was going to two-stop it, and if a caution flag flew, so be it. But like that was just the strategy I was going to do because that seemed like the most fun way to approach the race, and it worked at Vegas. It wasn't bad tonight. I mean, we still finished third. Again, I don't have anything to complain about. I'm just having a good time out here on Wednesday nights in the Grand National Series.
That's what matters, David. I will always say it, you know, and I was talking about the podcast that we did with Amp Racing just the other night, and the best part about doing this is that it's got to be fun, you know, and that's the reason why I do it. It's the reason why I don't charge, you know, hundreds of dollars to do this, and I don't have a big old team to, you know, I take it as serious as I can to be as professional as I can, but I have fun doing this, and you guys make it fun because you go out there and you do things like what you did tonight, and you know you go for the chase, you go for the thrill. It's the thrill of racing, right?
It is, and we'll have time to get serious and sweat and min-max everything when the chase rolls around and we're actually fighting for a championship at that point, and those races matter a ton. Right now, we're just playing loose, man. We're playing free. We're having fun. We're having a good time. I know Justin can go win all these races. I could go win all these races. Jorg can probably win some of these races, but not all of them. And I think there's a couple guys that are just knocking on the door, too. I was thinking about it earlier that are really knocking on the door of winning a race. I think Tommy Ryan and Mike Kelly are just right there. They're probably the next guys to break through and win a race here before too long because they've been performing great. They run up front. I think they're a step away. And if they can figure out what that little missing step is, they're going to be right there with the three of us. Mm-hmm. I do have to give you a little bit of a nasty gram, though. It's not a nasty gram. That's overstating it. I do have to give you a critique. And it was brought to my attention. I didn't know it at the time, but it was brought to my attention that you missed my super cool 3-wide pass for the lead.
I did. I had to go take my medicine. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're not yelling at you.
I did. Yeah,
at the time I was elated. I was giddy. I call it the pass while Fuller's in the grass because that's where he went. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's got to look cool on the broadcast. And the children reported in that you had gone AFK at the moment. So that's okay.
I had to. And please tell the children that if I ever have to step away, it's important. I have a missus that is reminding me that I am on medication right now that I have to take at specific times. And if I don't do it, then. And it's you know, I mean, we're at the end of this stuff, but I can always do this one thing. I can go back here.
There it is. That's my man, Jason. That's my man.
Yeah, and it was.
And trust me, all the children are with you. They all love you.
Yeah, I promise.
They all love you. They all hear you, and they appreciate you. Just
man, trying to find the. Trying to find it. Hold on, we're finding it. We're gonna find it. We're gonna watch it because I'm not going away yet. We're not doing that just yet.
It was lap 27 coming to 28.
Yeah. I was scrolling because I was trying to find the off track because I know Fuller got an off. I mean, it shows me he got an off track. So yeah,
he got an off track for sure.
There it is.
He wasn't too happy about it. I guess he's over it.
Yeah. Ooh, here it is. Hold on. We're gonna even do it the best way possible. We're gonna go. I have a right front camera, which is kind of like the NASCAR peg cam that they have on top of the roof. We're going to do it from there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right there. There you go. And a big old, yeah, right there. 3 wide. Good Lord. That was more than stuffed shells. That was a bye, see you later. Good Lord. That was awesome. Hold on. I could see why Fuller was a little taken back by that. It kind of caught him off guard.
Listen, man, they say everything's bigger in Texas. That send was mega sized.
Yeah, he did. Look at that. I mean, you saw the hole. He said if it fits, it ships. You were UPS in that moment.
That's exactly it, man. I put it in there. I didn't really give too much of a damn at the time. I was having fun.
You got loose. Oh, God, did you get loose? Fuller. He got loose. But he made it. He drove back to you, too, but
he's fine. He won the race. I don't want to hear him crying.
that was a big send. Sorry, children. That was a pretty awesome move. I would have said, "Holy cow!" about 10 times.
I think that's one of my finer ones. I don't do that stuff all the time, but I trust Justin. I trust Mike. They may not have loved it, but it was a pretty cool little move.
That's it's a massive look. A big run on the outside. I mean, you put yourself all the way to the third lane, split the seam, big bounce on the corner, big run to the 5 of Mike Kelly, and then bam, right there. You said, "No, we're going. We're there. Yeah, we're not doing anything else."
I had the thought. I remember very distinctly. I said, "Should I take this run?" Oh, there's a hole there. I should take this run. 99 out of 100 times I don't do that because I usually don't race that way. But I mean, the hole was there.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It was a cool moment.
I'd have taken it. I mean, I
would hope so.
I
would hope so. And anyone that said they wouldn't take it, I challenge them to tell me that's actually not fibbing, because I think they're fibbing if they don't take that. If you don't take that, you don't belong out here.
Yeah, I'd have wholeheartedly taken
That's
that.
a Texas size said. Come on.
That is what we call full send mode, engaged. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a screenshot for next week. That's what that is. And bam.
There you go. All about the content here, brother.
Yeah, well, more than just content. It's even if I miss something, I try to go back and do it. What's up, Davis? Thank you very much for the 5 gifted, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Andrew. I appreciate you. Wrong Davis. Not Big Baby Davis.
There you go. That's my guy, Andrew.
That's Andrew. Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Mr. Nelson, thank you for the like. Let's see. I'm having to put the NJ Sim Racing. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Donnie, welcome aboard. Aloax, welcome aboard. Target, Bowie, welcome aboard. Austin Boy, 21, get the gifted sub. Make sure you thank him. Love from the children. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, Andrew. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't like
He's
missing
crazy.
things.
He just gifted 5 over here too. He's crazy.
There it is.
Budgie got one. How about that?
Hey, there you go. Budgie getting with the gifted sub. That's awesome. Budgie is the master of gifting subs. So to have her get
why we love her
she's the best human. She's as good as family as I could ask, and she lives in New Jersey. So,
Oh, well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
She's good people. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's an honor. That also adds to the I can't retire marathon, which is at like 18,000 hours.
That's fine. You didn't want to quit anyways, right?
One day I do. I mean, forgive me for saying
one
it.
day. Not 2 days.
No. I said I was telling everybody that if they that I at one point wanted to retire, and it turned in from my megathon timer to, all right, well now it's just am I going to retire timer, and lo and behold, I'm sorry, 16,870 hours left. There you go.
Oh, I can't believe you were off by 2,000 hours. Unbelievable.
My bad.
That changes everything.
Yeah, we've gone through. The last time I looked at that thing was almost a month ago. So there you go. Yeah, very welcome. Thank you for the gifted sub from actually Budgie talking across platforms. There you go. Budgie says, thank you for the gifted sub. Sarah, thank you for the
Beautiful.
follow.
She's a member of the children through and through.
That's right. You're welcome, Budgie. See, we're talking back and forth. I like it. And you children, if you're listening out there, I'm pretty sure you probably still are. If I miss something, that is on something, you're more than welcome to come over and say, hey, go back a couple of laps if I have to step away. I mean, I'm going to go through this this healing process for the next 3 months, but as I get better, I'll be more at the seat. But every once in a while, I have to, it's medicine, it's medication. It's a weird thing that I have to do every single day, but
Super important, man.
Yeah.
But just remember, you got a whole army over here cheering you on, supporting you. So
Yeah. We had reconstructed facial surgery, folks, and they took out a total of 49 masses of cancer, 22 on the nose, and then 27 under the cheek. So that's a lot.
Man, oh man. Well, you're better for it. I thought you were good looking before, but I'm sure you're still pretty gorgeous too.
Don't tell anybody, but I look like Mason Verger from Hannibal.
Oh God. Well, at least you got a. So you're saying you got a face for radio to match your voice for radio now? Is that what you're saying?
That's it. That's exactly it. So speaking of radio, I got to make commercials tomorrow. I don't know how that's gonna work. That'll be fine. Thank you to the children. Holy crap! Yeah. Oh no, I've been battling a basal cell carcinoma, which is just it's a really common form of skin cancer, but mine was a pretty big tumor on my nose, and orbital meningioma, which was underneath my orbital cavity, and they were intertwined, and we had to go have them moved. I had surgery on Friday, came home, called a race. Yeah,
you're a beast, man. You're an absolute legend. Absolute legend. That's so cool, dude.
I'm here doing it again. So, if it sounds like I'm close to the mic, it's because I am. And if it sounds like I have a little bit of a lisp, it's because I can't move my upper lip. But outside of that, we're good.
I don't hear a difference. I really don't. Good. I don't hear a difference at all.
That's good.
You're crushing it, man. You're crushing it.
That's good. That's what I want. You guys can check out if you go to my Facebook page, you can see the photos, and I think there's a GoFundMe and stuff like that. But you don't have to donate. You can go see what I look like on the GoFundMe as of Friday, and what it kind of looked like, and as we heal and the bandages come off, stitches come out, we'll be on camera a little bit more so people can actually see the healing process as well. But if you want to check that out, our Facebook page has all that on there. And yeah, if you're curious, and if you guys want to see like the holiness of my face during the surgery, I could probably put that in Discord somewhere.
The holiness of it. Good God.
Yeah. In nomine Patri, Spiritus Sancti. No matter how you look at it. Yeah, it's terrible. David, much love, man. Always a pleasure, and I appreciate you and the children being out there. Give a shout out, so we'll let you do that while chat catches up.
Hell yeah, man. Big thanks to Splash Go Graphics, of course, for the beautiful paint scheme. The X-Wing Chevy out here looking good at Old Texas Motor Speedway. Appreciate them. Everyone at twitch.tv/ShieldHouse Children, of course, powering through another Wednesday night, having fun, cheering us on. We didn't get the win, but they still had a good time. Couldn't do it without them. Big thanks to Transervice for their support of the Grand National Series. And, of course, to you, Jason, Signature Esports Network. Everything that you do, you're a badass, man. We appreciate you a ton. Glad we get to talk often. It means I'm doing pretty good, but I just like chatting with you. So we got your back. We appreciate you doing everything that you're doing while you're going through this. Glad you're on the right side of it. And we finished 6th at Daytona Saturday night with Ryan Ellis, so that was cool to finish 6th at Daytona. Everything's good. You're healing. 6th place at Daytona. Hoping for a good run at Echo Park Speedway this weekend. Mm-hmm. Everything's good, man. Glad we get to share these times together.
Yeah, and we get to call a race with you on Monday too. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Oh hell yeah, man! We're locked in. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're back at the saddle again. Speaking of which, she said the Chicago frontman. He did. Peter Katera became a star after learning to sing with a wired jaw. I'm glad they didn't have to wire my jaw. That would have, oof. Hopefully you'll be home from Atlanta. Yeah, hopefully you will be home from Atlanta. That's what they say. Good.
I hope so. The weather's not looking too good.
That's what they're saying.
That's the only way they're going to beat me on Monday, Jason, is if I'm not home.
If you're not there, that's understandable. Yeah, we're getting snow and sleet here in Missouri on Saturday and Sunday. So, man, I hope.
I'll keep it to yourself. All right, keep it to yourself.
I'm
Don't
trying to
send it
hold
to the southeast.
I'm trying to hold it because I like NASCAR on Sunday because it ruins my Monday. That's if they race on Monday.
Just remember, those of us who work Saturdays,
yeah,
we need to get done and go home.
That's right.
I don't want to be there.
I understand. All right, David. Much love, brother. I appreciate you. Good luck in the races this week, and we'll see you Monday. And if we don't see you Monday, good luck in your races, of course.
Thank you, Jason. Pleasure as always. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
You as well. That's David Schildhouse and the children coming home in P3 tonight. We love it. We love them all. We appreciate you all. Thank you all very much. I know that a lot of Sim500 has relations in NASCAR, and not just relations in NASCAR, but they have jobs with drivers or pit crews or some are. Yeah, I know we've seen some spotters out there. We've seen some engineers out there. We've seen some drivers come across as well in the Sim500 series. We watched Brendan Poole get out there and run with the guys. We've seen Raj out there, I think, a couple of times. Parker Retzlaff, he's ran with a few of these leagues, and my hat's off to each and every one of them for just being killer. I like seeing the intermingling of iRacing and NASCAR because it matters not just for the platform, I'm not talking about my platform, I'm talking about iRacing. It's super awesome to see everybody throw down and put it together. You know what I mean? So it's a fun time. I love it all. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. And as always, be good, be safe. Apparently I've collected all the level 1 emotes on Hype Train. So thank you very much for the Hype Train. We're going to keep doing the thing. We're going to keep killing it, and we're going to keep pushing as hard as we can and take care of it. You know what I mean? And all the love in the world. All the love in the world. Thank you for all the support across from Schildhouse to us. Thank you again for the good subs and the time and the energy and the effort that you all put into it. As always, be good, be safe, be kind. One of the most important factor of life. Thank you again to Sim500 Transervice. Of course, transervice.com. Make sure you check them out. Sim500.com if you want to be able to join the stream and race with these drivers. They're a ton of fun. It's a good league. Chop Shop Racing is another league that you can join there on my other nights. Amp Racing is our Sunday night league. And then here very soon, Thursday night's going to be back to throwback racing again. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. Thank you very much to everybody for the follows and the subscribes and the likes and all the awesomeness that you guys are taking care of. So thank you for all the support, and we'll see you soon. Be good. Be good. Bye-bye.